This week's video is sponsored by PCBWay. More about them later. At this point in time, I believe most of us have a drawer full of old electronics, things we keep because we might need them someday, like phone chargers. This one in particular gave me instant inspiration for a new build. Welcome to Cut. Transform glue. As always, this project started with an exploration of shapes. That's when I came across an old cell phone charger, the inspiration piece for this entire build. I grabbed a few boxes full of big pieces, and with a hot glue gun in hand, I started combining them, just looking for a nice silhouette. Pretty quickly, I had to call reinforcements, reaching for boxes filled with different kinds of shapes. After a good half hour of exploration, I felt like I had something pretty cool going on and could finally move forward to the construction phase. Of course, I began by removing every little sticker it had, which, of course, left that nasty glue and gunk we all love all over the piece. But some good old rubbing alcohol and a bit of light sanding took care of everything. On one of those boxes, I also found an extension plug, which meant a perfect connection with no effort at all. And the music you just heard is a warm 3D printed piece fresh out the oven, the first of many in this small little project, just the way I like to do it. The tolerances were a bit too tight, but I managed to set it in the right place. To attach the plug, some hot glue was more than enough. Did some sanding to smooth out the surface of the part, and right at the back of it comes the tail of this flying thing, which is this super good looking Wi-Fi antenna I found in the trash many months ago. Finally, I got to give it a purpose in a project, the kind of thought that just intensifies my hoarding. And speaking of hoarding, let's look for more parts. Parts for the engines. I wanted to make 2 turbines, one on each side, to make this look powerful and dangerous. But every piece, every gribbly, even the most beautiful, requires some cleaning and the removal of weird features, which is exactly what I did. Preparing it for the next printed part. This one will precisely attach the engines and wing mounts to the body of this. Well, I don't really know what to call it, but that's a problem for future me. Went shopping again, this time for parts for the engine front piece, and found this cool white ring. It was made of a not so super glue friendly kind of plastic, so heavy sanding was definitely necessary so I could attach it to another 3D printed piece. I continued building those delicious sandwiches of gribblies and custom made parts, attaching everything as aligned as possible, which is probably why my projects take so long. Wish you guys could see this process live and be bored to tears. After putting both engine sandwiches together, taking care to make sure that everything ended up aligned, it was time to move to the next important feature of this Sky Racer. The 2 small little wings, which I'll make using this very good looking Wi-Fi antenna thing. There was no obvious way to get inside it, so I resorted to brute force. And just one of the 3 antennas he had was enough for this small project. I cut it in half using a piece for each side. I made sure the edges were flat and perpendicular with some sanding. Then I grabbed a caliper and took some measurements from it. And that's because here comes yet another custom-made piece for this build, something to attach the wings to the engine pod. Which brings me to the sponsor of this video, PCBWay. As you know, making my own custom pieces is a huge part of what I do here on the channel. PCBWay is an online platform where you can order your own creations with ease. They offer 3D printing services, CNC machined pieces, and many other services. Right now, they're offering a 40% discount on TPU FDM printed parts. And before I forget, PCBWay is also running a 3D design contest where you can create a model based on their mascot or design your own original character. Make sure to check the link below. And a huge thank you to PCBWay for sponsoring this video. With the bulk of the build figured out, all the basic structures in place, it was time to move to the final adjustments, the finishing touches that will bring this quick project to the next level. Right here, I'm using the CA glue plus baby powder technique. It creates a kind of goo that I use to fill a weird indent on the sides. And what's good about this method is that, unlike the baking powder, it takes a bit more time to set, so you can apply the goo exactly where you need it. It is also super easy to sand. Next, I needed to find a way to safely attach the engine pod mounts, and the best solution I found was using a couple of keyboard keys. It is kind of a pressure fit, which is more than enough. But this project needs a pilot, a human figure, to give it context, something I've been trying to focus on lately. I quickly posted on a software called DAS, which is free, and I really recommend you guys checking it. Printed the thing, removed all of the support material, and got it right first try, which is always a magical moment. To safely attach this guy to the seat, I mean, it needs to be comfortable, right? I went for a quick solution, mixing up a bit of epoxy putty and then applying some release agent on the figure's rear. Jokes aside, this technique worked perfectly, and just a couple of hours later, I could simply remove it. But this seat was far from finished, cause all the outside surfaces were randomly shaped. I didn't want this to look like a pillow, so I needed some sculpting. And I did that using a precision knife, followed by some sanding. The idea was to give this a symmetric look with some flat surfaces, so it felt intentional. And I didn't mention it before, but as always, there's a word, a name rather, that guides this project. For this one, it's the messenger. And the idea is that this guy flies fast through empty landscapes, delivering important messages that must not be hacked along the way. And so he does it physically, in person, and he does it fast. This opens up a ton of possibilities for projects, like maybe a message interceptor, hunters trying to steal secret messages, but I digress. With that in mind, I gave this little guy a little backpack, because I also have a backpack hyperfocus. But do you know what this project is also lacking? Some weirdness, something unexpected that breaks the symmetry and just barely questions the practicality of the build, I guess. So I included a fun spherical tank right in the front of the pilot, kinda blocking half of his view and making his life much harder, but also making the little plane much cooler in my opinion. increase the feeling of sweetness and speed, I added a couple of tubes at the tip of each wing. And with that, this build was complete, just waiting for the final coat of primer. And then it went, of course, to the painting stage. Now, I was so late with this video and unfortunately I didn't record the entire painting process, which is a bummer, but I focused on finishing it and bringing you a full build rather than breaking it apart like I always do. Let me know in the comments if you liked this build, your thoughts, and any ideas for future projects. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and please check out my Patreon link below to become a supporter of this channel. I could really use your help and I'm cooking something super special for you all. Thanks again to PCBWay for sponsoring this episode, and as always, thank you for watching.